everybody doing? I want to welcome everybody back into another episode of Always Chance It, brought to you by Real Chances Studio Network. And today we have Japan changed by Pan, changed by LuLu, changed for kids, the whole brand. Pan, kind of let the people know who you are, man, where you're from, and oh no.
Dang, I'm a designer. I'm currently in South Jersey, not too far from Philly. So I'm in like the tri-state area. I do a lot of business in New York, Philly, DC, Washington. I mean, not Washington, Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that whole area. You know what I'm saying? DMV, all of that. Yeah, but I'm a streetwear designer, man. I'm streetwear to the core.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we had a chance to talk a little bit before we got to get on, and one of the things you told me that inspires your first brand was the skateboard culture.
Yeah.
So dive a little bit into that, man, and explain how important that was.
I don't know if a lot of like current streetwear designers understand the correlation, but like when this thing first kind of took wave, the streetwear thing, like skateboard culture and streetwear are like mad closely intertwined. You know what I'm saying? It's like, some of the first fire streetwear brands I can remember are skateboard brands. You know what I'm saying? Even Supreme's a skateboard brand. You feel me? So it's I was inspired by all of that, man. I used to try to skate. I was the only dude in the hood trying to skate. It didn't really work out too well for me, but that was my introduction to just different looks, man. Like a whole different side of fashion. Because back then everyone was wearing the super big tees, super big jeans. Like I wasn't really with that,
Right.
Yeah.
No, that was a crazy wave, bro. I don't know who started that, who condoned it or what, but that was crazy. But yeah, so with seeing that new culture, I know you probably honed in a little bit and watched. So who are some of your favorite skaters?
Shoot, it was always I'm saying I'm black, and I feel like I always went towards the black skaters, like TK. Like it was always black skaters I rocked with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So yeah, Stevie Williams. I was always just rocking with the black dudes, like because I could identify with them being skateboarders and looking like me. You feel me?
Right.
Like TK used to be rocking fucking big ass iced out chains, and like it was lit. I was like, yo, that's me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are the skaters I always rocked with. I used to play Tony Hawk like a mug. That was my game. I used to play that shit every day, bro.
That's what I was gonna ask you. I think I had Tony Hawk on the PSP. I think it was.
Oh, okay.
I think I got into it more and more when the PSP came out, because I'm the youngest in my house, bro. So the game, you feel me? Like I had to wait till my brother down there beat the game a few times before I got my turn. You know what I'm saying? So that was always crazy. So let's talk about the transition, bro. I know that you say you're in South Jersey now, but you're originally from Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the difference between those two, first of all, and then just what inspired the move.
All right. So I mean, the move. I was young. I wasn't. I was in like high school when I moved out here, and it was because of military shit. Like I live in a military area, and my family's military, so I had to move to where they moved.
Right.
But Springfield's blue collar. It's a city where Massachusetts period is like a boxing area. So I grew up boxing, Golden Gloves, all that. And it's just like a hard-nosed place. There's not much like creativity there.
Okay.
There's not much like culture. Like you could go to DC and they got go-go. You go to New Orleans, they got you know what I'm saying, that Creole culture, they got the bounce, they got all that. Like we don't have none of that up there. It's just You just living. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like you
yeah,
just existing out there. So when I moved out here, it opened my eyes to just a lot. Like it opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. Like way more. Shoot, I got influxes of New York. I got influxes. My wife from DMV area, so I get that culture. I was out there a lot with her. So it was just like, yo, it opened my eyes to just everything. Like it just you up in a black hole out there in New England. Like you just like out.
yeah,
It's just it sucks, man.
yeah.
Not it don't suck, but you know, it's if you were creative, it's hard to like thrive out there. That's all.
So what about living there if you're like a writer or something like that, like an editor? That's more that type of speed where you could
Yeah,
just get
yeah,
secluded and just
yeah. Shoot, I think Stephen King is from like Maine or something. Like writers be
yeah.
that's a writer area. Like it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Like where I'm from, the scenery in New England, fall time is just beautiful. Like mad mountains, mad trees. I grew up in the woods. You know what I'm saying? I'm from a city, but it's mad woods. Like
Right.
I could survive in the woods basically, but nah, it's not popping for creators. It's just not.
Yeah, that's true. So talk about some of your experiences in New York, man. I know that for me, my first time in New York was this last July. This July 2020. That was my first time ever. And
Oh damn.
and for me, bro, when I came back, when I went there, I had an intentions to shoot for my album and stuff.
Yeah.
But bro, when I went out there, the videos I shot from my album wasn't even on my album. Like those songs wasn't on my album. Like the
Okay.
creative mind I got out there and everything, I just went and just rearranged like my
Yeah.
whole little how I was gonna package it and everything. So as a creator, how does New York play a part? Like influence you like mentally and also creative?
I wish you could have came to New York prior to the virus. It was a different. It was even more different. Like, New York gives you like a feeling like you could just do mad stuff, and the backdrop of New York is fire. Like if if you're a photographer, if you're shooting a video, the backdrop is just fire. Like you could just do mad stuff there. But
Yeah,
prior to the virus, bruh, it was different, yo. There's events every day. You know what I'm saying? There's like you go to Soho, there's just mad stuff going on, like all the time.
yeah.
Mad foot traffic, mad international people. Like it was crazy, man. So hopefully it gets back to that. Like, but right now it's kind of it's not the same. Like the city's a little dry, I guess.
No,
I don't know.
what they say that they like to say, we outside. They was definitely outside, bro. I ain't gonna lie, cause I went to Chicago too recently, and
Yeah.
it ain't nothing compared to how it was in New York, bro. New York
Oh,
damn
okay.
near look like how Atlanta be looking on the internet. Like
Oh shoot.
I was
Okay.
I was walking, but I don't know. I was in like the Manhattan, Harlem type area though, and I seen a lot of on their stoops. It was a party at the park, bro. I'm like, damn, like it's going up.
Oh yeah. You ain't gonna build a lot in New York in. That's a fact.
Yeah,
Just way too many people there, way too
yeah,
many coaches, way too many like hood niggas. You ain't keeping them niggas aside. Like it just ain't happening. But
nah,
the only difference that I noticed is like the events. That's all. Like you can't throw events there really like that.
yeah,
Or like the store I used to have in Soho, it got broken into during the riots and they deaded that shit. They're like, yo, we're not opening it again.
right.
It's done. Like so I don't know, like stuff like that. My stores trying to do events out there, trying to do pop-ups, trying to have New York Fashion Week, all that shit is like, I'm not really trying to go out there for that.
Yeah, nah, that's the safe, smart thing to do.
Yeah.
So talk about your stores, bro. How many do you have? Stores? How many stores do you have currently?
Nah, not anymore. We had one in New
Oh,
York in
okay.
Soho, and once that got broken into, we just nah. It
Damn
was
that.
shoot the rent was $10,000 a month.
Wow.
Like like it ended up saving us way more money.
Yeah.
So I had plans to do another store with my business partner, but that's like 3 years down the line. Like we're trying to plan that as a long-term goal. You know what I'm saying?
Open some up here in Vegas, man, so I can get all the merch.
Yo, Vegas is looking good. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. New football team.
Telling you, bro. And you could probably get an office space out here for down there half of what you just, was paying in New York type shit.
Yeah. And shoot, my business partner's located in LA, so I might have to make a West Coast move anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
hell yeah. Talk about I know we talked a little bit about how you got started off. But before I talk about your art class, the cartoon class that your mom put you in, we're gonna talk about what was some of the things that made you want to even pursue fashion in its entirety. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't just say that you're a streetwear. I mean, I would say that, but your garments are more high end. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just like you just going the gilding route. Just throwing stuff on. So, how did you get your fashion sense? Like, where did that come
from? It just came from honestly just loving clothes. Like, I'm not classically trained. I'm just an artist that loves. I'm an artist that also likes clothes, and I know that I saw an oversaturated market with a bunch of people who were just printing stuff on t-shirts. I'm like, nah, this ain't. I want to really do fashion. Like, I'm not just trying to be a t-shirt maker or like merch. Like, I don't really like the word merch because like that shit is dismissive.
Yeah.
I want to be considered a real designer. So I'm like, I gotta really learn clothing. You know what I'm saying? So I learned different materials, weights, certain technical names that you can't even really talk to manufacturers about knowing this stuff. Like, I just learned the business.
Right.
And I mean, it's hard because I'm really just an artist. I just want to make clothes. I don't really want to do the business side, but I had to just learn the whole thing, man. Now that I got a business partner, hopefully I could just get back to just making clothes. I don't feel like doing the business part.
Yeah, that's always tough. The business part is kind of the situation I'm in right now, man. As far as just trying to keep everything afloat, trying to make sure our names and we got everything registered, all of that. And it's like, damn, I wish I had somebody to, but in the long run, just like, with you, when stuff do blow up, can't nobody tell you nothing that you don't already know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's important, I feel, to artists out there or creatives out there that's listening, to always have a business mind to go with your creative mind as well.
Another thing, man, it sucks, but you gotta spend money. You gotta get your accountant. You gotta get you gotta try to make sure your taxes is good, because that shit will mess you up. Like your taxes, especially if you start making like a lot of money, it'll kill you, man. It'll kill you. So get you a accountant. If you could, try to get you like a business minded person to work with you, like a business manager or something, because man, I'm not really business minded, and all this stuff it swarmed me. I was going for years. Just matter of fact, I'm only 2 years into this business, and I was going for the first 1.5 years just making shit and selling it. Like none of it was licensed.
Nothing.
My shit wasn't trademarked. Nothing. I'm just making shit. Like, so I had to like backtrack, and I did everything retroactively, but it all worked out, man.
Yeah. No, that's
still growing.
Yeah, that's the thing though, man. A lot of people don't like to highlight the hiccups in the process.
Mm-hmm.
They like to kind of get in this type of interview situation and kind of just tell all of the good parts about their brand. So I appreciate you, bro, for being realistic, with our audience and letting them know the reality of everything that sometimes as artists we are just so eager to just get the shit out there, like, man, fuck all that, and sometimes it come back to bite us, and then sometimes we able to clean it up like you. So, but it's just better if we just get out everything in order, and then creatively you'll feel more free as well.
Yeah, and artists, if you feel like your shit is hot, you gotta work through all the kinks, man. Because I literally didn't start making money until this year. First year and a half, it was all losses. So you have to like believe that you're making some fire shit.
Yeah.
Enough to go through just wasting money, because it really was wasting money. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just spending money on clothes. It's not really selling, but I'm like, all right, I'm getting fire feedback, but you almost gotta like make the audience like believe in you. You gotta make them buy into what you're selling. So
yeah,
it took me a year and a half to do it, but this year it just went up. Like, people start buying it, crazy shit started selling out. It just, I don't know. I don't really know what did it, but it might just be the perseverance of me just keep on hitting people in the head with the clothes. Like, I just kept doing it.
Persistence.
And I
Yeah.
kept getting better too. I'm like, I could tell like the difference between my first shit to now. It was like way different. So maybe people just were along for the ride and they like the progression. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's kind of like, bro, that's crazy you say that, bro, because that's why, like, now, this the first season of our pod, right, of our network and all of that,
yeah,
and I was kind of telling, like, I was talking to my mom, and my mom, like, she like, make sure you groom and all this, and I'm like, Ma, I understand that, but I want my fans to see me, like, you know what I'm saying, I want them to see me from the beginning, because
yeah,
put it like this, Chief Keef, right? We
mm-hmm.
we love Chief Keef for his influence and all of that, but what really did it for me is that I could put Chief Keef 2012 side by side and Chief Keef 2020 side by side and really see the evolvement and look at him in 2012 and be like, damn, that's me. And then look at
Yeah,
him in 2020 and damn, that could be me.
yeah,
So that's kind of the law of attraction in a way, bro, is that
mm-hmm.
if your audience see you evolve together, see you grow, they feel like they a part of that and they feel like they had something to do
Yeah,
with that, which they did, you know what I mean? So it's always good. It's always good.
yeah,
So let's
absolutely.
talk about the art class, man. How was that at 10?
Shoot, art, man. Art is that's my first love. That's the reason I do this. I wanted to be an architect as a youngin', and my mom just knew my love for like comics and stuff like that, and she always used to see me doodling on everything, and she just put me in this art class in the opposite side of town in some some hood I ain't never really been in when I was a youngin', with a bunch of Spanish kids. Man, I was in there just drawing. They taught me to it was only like a 3-day class, but it had a crazy impact on the rest of my life. Like, they taught me how to draw comic book characters. They taught me how to draw them little circles, and I'm like, yo, this is fire. Like, so
Yeah.
that one art class at 10 years old manifested into this. Like, I wanted to be an architect. I tried to learn technical art, but I'm not really like I don't really like structure. I don't like school. So when I was in that art class in college, I'm like, nah, this ain't really what I'm trying to do.
Right,
I just watch and I mimic. You can't give me a bunch of books and be like, yo, this is how you draw technical lines. I'm technical drawings. I'm like, nah, I watch people and I mimic it. So
yeah.
that was it didn't work out for me. But it's crazy just how things manifest, man. Like, thinking that I want to be an artist and it turned into fashion. Thinking I want to be an architect and it turned into fashion. And now it's about to go back to architecture, because now I'm trying to design buildings and houses and shit
Yeah.
and home decor. So it's crazy, man.
No,
It's a
that's
crazy little whirlwind, man.
That's fire. But I mean, our passions kind of intertwine, though. A lot of them do,
That's a fact.
and I feel like a lot of the intertwinement is just wanting to inspire in a lot
Yeah.
of ways. So I feel like now with you transitioning to the home decorations and the architect, it's probably just like you conquered this fashion thing, not fully, but
Yeah.
you got your feet in the cement as far as the fashion thing. So it's just you just trying to challenge yourself in a new creative way.
It's like now that I'm behind the curtain, I see how like things work, and I have connections and networks to people that can make stuff happen. It's like, yo, I could literally, if you're a creative, people want you to do stuff for them.
Right.
If you're like good at it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not acting like I'm the best, but people see the talent and they want to work with me. So once you're behind that curtain, man, it's like, yo, you start to see like you can literally do anything you want. Like
So,
anything that's in your mind that you want to create, you can do it. Like there's nothing stopping you. You know what
right.
I'm saying? You could get funding. Like there's just mad ways to do what you want once you get behind that curtain and you see how things work. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
So I got a quick question to add on that today. Saying that, do you think you could learn to be a creative?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's just something that your mind, like your mind as a kid, if your mind like wanders and you looked off in the sky and just wondered what else was out there, like that type of shit, I don't feel like that creative wandering mind can be like given to people, I guess. It's like
So,
you gotta have it. I don't think it can be learned. That's what I mean. Like, I don't know. I feel like you just gotta have that in you, like that creative itch to just make shit. Like I was working every job I worked, I got fired from it. I never knew why. And people was like, yo, are you lazy? Like you don't want to work? I'm like, nah, that's not it. This shit doesn't make sense to me. Like nothing about this makes sense to me. A nigga telling me I can't go to the bathroom doesn't make sense to me. Someone
right.
telling me like, yo, you're taking too long for your lunch break doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, yo, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I need to be in control of my own destiny. So it took me 30 years, but I finally realized what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's we all gotta go down that road, bro. Uh,
Yeah.
and you say you was on the warehouse grind, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The
So
warehouse, Amazon, UPS, CVS, all of them joints. I worked at all of them joints, man. Dunkin' Donuts warehouse. Shoot, they be paying good, but if you're creative, it's hard to deal with that. Even with the all the way down to the colors in the building. Like it's just hard. You feel like you locked up in jail or something. It's just
in a
crazy,
way,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this talk about a little bit, man. How your life changed around. I know we kind of highlighted the creative side, but talk a little bit about Japan maybe a few years ago or however many years ago, your jail experience and any advice to others that may have went through the same kind of situation and don't see themselves having anything to call their own.
So knowing what I know now, if you've ever been arrested, right, and it's hard, and you get out and it's hard to get a job, there are mad options now in this world to still make money. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to work for people. Like, I mean, my experience was just being young, fighting, just dumb stuff, man, got me locked up. But that dumb decision affected the rest of my life. Like, I couldn't get the jobs I wanted. I tried to be I tried to be a police officer before. I tried to be a correctional officer before. I tried to work for the post office. All of that stuff didn't
Yeah,
work out for me because of my damn record. So I'm like, yo, I just was stuck in the warehouse circuit. Yo, like
yeah,
you can't really get outside of that if you have a record. You know what I'm saying? But just knowing what I know now, it's like, yo, you could really come out of jail and like create your own stuff. You just gotta you might have to work a little bum job, you know what I'm saying? Or you might shoot, the warehouses pay good. So you might have to get a warehouse job and then invest that money into creating your own. Because you can do it, yo. You could come out of jail and become a millionaire if you just know how to invest your money properly. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So you don't have to end up working for someone the rest of your life. And I'm just learning, like, I'm just learning stocks and shit right now because I'm trying to have mad streams of income. Like I ain't trying to be dependent on clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like I need all the money I can get from mad different ways where I never have to work again. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No,
So
that's the goal. All of us trying to reach, man. Even people that's not creative. So
yeah, yes, sir.
that's the shit. The way of life. I feel like that's what
Yeah,
everybody trying to do.
that's real freedom, man. You could just, you know, get residual income and then just go explore the world, stay and travel,
Yeah.
live life, like experience shit. You ain't supposed to. I feel like you ain't supposed to spend the rest of your life just working, man. That's not
Work.
what humans are here for, you
Yeah.
know. So
No, bro. That's one of my biggest um goals. I don't really too much share it, but my mom, she's 60. She's 61.
mm-hmm.
And she still work, bro. And in my mind, I'm like, ain't nobody in my family gonna work past 50 ever. Like
Yeah,
that's my goal. So once I
yeah,
get to my point and everything, and it don't matter if you the sixth cousin, at 50 you start working, bro. Like it's over.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
And
you feel me?
I feel we could all get to that point where we have enough revenue to take care of our people like that. You know, it's enough money out here for that. It's enough, bro.
I'm into shoot. Me and my partner we got a plan also to do like this program, Project Change, where we're gonna do like after school programs. So it's just mad stuff I want to do for like us,
Yeah,
for our whole community. Like I want to create generational wealth for my family personally. I want to create opportunities for shoot. If this brand grows to where I want it to grow, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build uh warehouses, all that, like here for people to work at. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I'm trying to, I don't know, man. I have like big plans to really just help our people, man. For real.
hell yeah. No, that's tight, bro. That's tight. So, last question. Last question. I always end with this one. If it's somebody out there,
Mm-hmm.
they think they got the greatest ideas in the world. Um, everybody telling them, "Yeah, bro, why you just don't do nothing with this? Like, what's?" And they don't have no sense of direction. They don't even know if they even need a sense of direction. If it's just
Mm-hmm.
something that they just go out and do. They're like, what's some advice to a creative that's just getting started or just want to get started?
Shoot, my advice was just work through it. I I start by working. I need to see my idea really be created. So I that's why I spent so much money, bro. I create sample after sample after sample. I need like a real tangible item to really like understand what my
Vision
you
is.
know what my vision is. Yeah. So my advice is just to work through everything. Like don't I know creatives who sit on ideas and are like, dang, should I do this? Or I want to wait till it's perfect. Like, nah, work through that. Work through the kinks, bro. Like
Yeah,
you gotta work that out. You know what I'm saying? Or you're never gonna do it. Cause a lot of times we sit on stuff and just be like, damn, yo, I guess it didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, just do that.
yeah.
Actually do it.
Make that
Don't wait.
happen. Yeah, make that
Yeah.
happen. Now that's great advice, bro. I feel somebody out there that needed to hear that for sure.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, man.
it's probably even some creators that's creating right now and been creating for some years. That's like, damn, that really clicked, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's some good advice. I appreciate you sharing that with us, bro.
No doubt, man.
Definitely. So,
No.
man, we gonna wrap it up, bro. I appreciate you for giving us the opportunity, man. I think I hit you up, bro. I think we had like, I don't know, bro, like 10 fucking followers or something. And I'm like, damn, like, bro, a real one. You know, he you reached right back out. You know, it was smooth process and everything, bro. So I appreciate you for extending. You know,
Yeah,
uh,
I don't really care about followers, bro.
yeah,
Shoot, my numbers ain't even comparison to like the amount of sales I make. So it don't like
Yeah,
I know people with way more followers who ain't really making sales. Like it's just you just man, I don't care about no followers, man.
yeah,
I
definitely.
seen I seen you reached out. I'm like, yo, this is fire. I would love to do this. So it ain't a problem at all, man.
Hell yeah,
Ain't
bro.
a problem at all.
And whenever I'm in the DMV or like in that area, bro, we could probably sit down and do a part two, bro. Do it the right
Yes, man.
way.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely, man.
hell yeah.
Shoot. Definitely.
Nah, but I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody for listening. And Pan's interview will be available on all streaming platforms, all podcast streaming platforms, and the visual content will be available on YouTube via our channel, Real Chances Studio Network. Tune in to
Doubt.
Always Chance It every Sunday. We'll have content from you for you with different creators giving different insight on their journeys and just their creative process, their creative mind, environments that they're in, and everything. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in to Always Chance It, brought to you by Real Chances Studio Network. We have Pan, plug your socials for everybody, man. That's out there listening and watching.
Okay, so my personal page is Changed by Pan. CHANGEDBYPAN. My brand page is Changed by LuLu. That's CHANGEDBYLULU. And my website is www.changedbylulu.com. Uh, it's in transition phase, so it'll be up. It'll be up and running like in the next 2 days. But yeah,
All right.
that's it.
Everybody go grab some of Pan's material, man. It's fire. It's dope. I'll make sure to put some of the links in our descriptions on YouTube for people that's interested in buying. And
No
man,
doubt.
once again, bro, I appreciate you, bro. And we gonna collab on some stuff. I want to talk to you a little after we start recording.
No
But
problem.
yeah, man. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Tune in every Sunday. Always chance to checking in, checking out.